What's up, everybody? It's 8 o'clock. Know what that time means. Time to pour and stuff. So, super excited about this color obsession line. I've been talking to Judy about it a lot. And what's up, Kim? We have some new colors in this line that I can't even handle how pretty they are. Like, these are glass jars. What's up, everybody? What you doing, Moo? You got our chicken? Know it. This good boy. Hey, friends, I'll be sending you your confirmation number tomorrow. That's awesome, Beyond. Hi, Laura. Laura, I shipped your package out today. I have your confirmation number somewhere. That's awesome, Jenny. Hi, Tammy. So this is Jeff's color palette tonight. I think it's also going to add gold. There's cherry, ruby red, china blue. Hi, Nicole. And ecru. However, I thought ecru was not this color. I thought ecru was like a tan. Whatever. So, what kind of gold did you want me to pull for you? I was gonna pull them for you. Y'all, can you just even handle this little guy? What's up, Kelly? Hi, Edward. Edward, your piece shipped out today as well. Artfully, Adrian, I do not have the color obsession link anywhere. However, I am speaking with Janice to just put them on my website for the United States. So I'll know more about that in the next week or so. Moo, are you being a ham? Are you being a ham? It's a good boy. I'm gonna mess around and step on him for sure. That's awesome. Looks like a lot of people are getting their sticks in, which is great because I was worried. Come here, Moo Pup. You're gonna get stepped on. You're gonna get stepped on down there. Sharon, yours are packaged. I'm just waiting on some sticks to put in your box, and I'm getting those tomorrow. So I have Megan's, Sharon's, France, Barbara J, Tamara, Keisha's. I have a bunch that I'm just waiting on sticks to go out. What size canvas do you want to use, B? Tink.
Do what?
What size canvas, or is that one?
I'm thinking it was 20 by 20.
Oh, 20 by 20. Hi, CJ. Sharon, I was gonna just add them into your package since you got such a large piece, but it is gonna go out tomorrow either way, so.
survived the weekend, everybody. Somehow.
Barely. Sharon, I'll be sending your confirmation number in the morning. Nope, in the afternoon. Did you have fun, Jeff?
I did. We had a good time. The party kind of got cut short from an emergency, so I think that was just a way of saying you guys probably should slow down.
Right.
So yeah, we had a good time. We did. We did the whole Austin thing. I wanted to go see the bats come from the underneath the bridge, but didn't get a chance to do that.
Megan, I know you're coming to pick yours up on Memorial Weekend. I'm just saying everything's ready and packaged for you. Everyone says welcome back. Khaleesi, yours is probably going to go out tomorrow. John, bonus. Shy didn't miss anything at all. We just got started. Everybody noticed that your sippy sippy is electrolytes already?
Oh no, this was just in the fridge.
Hi, Buttercup Moo Cow. I just want you to know that I call my pup Moo all the time, just so you know. John, absolutely not. Where do you get your good canvases? Misty, I have them on the website. artisttilldeath.com, 2 T's, 2 L's. Also, amazing news. Dun, 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 dun. I have my international stir sticks set up on my website. And so now you can order them from Australia, the UK, and Canada. What? I hope. Laura, yours are in the package. I know. I always have hands that talk. I don't know. Paula Wall got her sticks today. A lot of people got their sticks today. That makes me happy. Just as a heads up, y'all, it's best to just wipe them off when you're done using them. But if you do end up having resin left over on them the next day, you can always just peel them off. There was some confusion. Someone messaged me saying that they couldn't get stuff off of their stir sticks. And with art resin especially, it takes 2 days to cure, so it's easier to pull off after 2 days. Anyways, PJ, I just saw that. Thank you so much. Hi, Clara. Ideas? Just posting to Instagram, I think. Get more people in the room. Yes, Amy, I am shipping out sticks tomorrow. And, yep. Just so you guys know, for international shipping, I'm covering the international shipping part. You just have to do, kind of like how Laura and Judy do it, you just have to cover with my distributors the domestic shipping side, just settle up with losing my train of thought. You just have to settle up with my local distributors. All of that is in the description box of the product. The geode. Let's see. This is where I'm at with my Big Mama Jamma geode. I will probably work on it tonight. I tested out a paint pen. I got some new ones. So I'll be working on this beast tonight for sure. Is it 20 pounds? It could probably be 80, 100 pounds. I'm pretty sure that's an accurate weight. Actually, I probably could just put it right here and taking you guys with me over here. I know, beyond that ecru that's not ecru, it bothered me and Judy too. However, Color Obsession is thinking about doing a yellow that's called Bananas. Isn't that great? I know it is. Awesome, Rod. Thank you for letting me know. Sarah wants to know, how did you guys realize Jeff was allergic to resin? I think I maybe two, or it was an old batch. Broke out in hives. Thanks for my sticks. So stoked to have them. B, I need you to tell them about your...
I just started itching. It was just like a spot. There was 2 spots on my wrist, and then like one over here. And it was hard to see this one because of my tattoo, but it just started to itch, and it just kept itching, and then it just kept getting red, and to the point where you could tell there was like a chemical something on here. And somebody just told me, just put alcohol on it, just keep it dry. A friend of mine told me, don't put any ointments on it, don't put Neosporin on it, no lotion, just keep it dry and clean. And I was putting alcohol on it and dabbing it and just letting it dry, and it dried it right up.
Yeah, you're like, you had one on your throat for a little while.
I had one on my throat, and I'm pretty sure I had like 2 on my eyelid.
But it ended up clearing up within a couple days. The puff paint works out well, but it doesn't really like keep the paint. I mean, I wouldn't use it to like hold in resin because it like takes forever to dry. I got some putty today, by the way. I'm gonna try it on a new geode. I usually just use the puff paint to like edge up my geodes just to make this outside line more defined. I would show you the purple one, but it got shipped off to Miss Laura today. But John, I will ask him when he comes back in here. I am behind on my messages. I haven't used Peruvian blue powder, Ellen. I might have it though, so. Holy murder. Thank you guys. Love the blue into the white. I wanted something different because, I mean, you could do solid lines all day, but I wanted something a little bit more unique. I'm kind of sad that I covered up the marble that was there, but meh. Bad rash on your eyelids. That sounds horrible. I know, the ecru does look like seafoam green. I'm not sure why she went with ecru. I think she could just take these labels off and just make an ecru and just relabel this seafoam. Jerry, I haven't heard anybody getting a headache from the smell of art resin, but there are some other low VOC resins. B, did you get that shirt at a concert? I think he's taking allergy medicine. Thank you, John. Passion Lotus. You're talking about, you bought these on Amazon?
What'd you say?
I said, did you get your shirt from a concert?
I did not, and that's a big rule of mine. I actually did not get this shirt at a concert, and It's rare that I wear a shirt that I didn't get it at the concert, but I did go see them. I have seen them. I wish I would have seen them in this era.
Tammy says she got the same exact shirt at the concert.
That's awesome.
John wants to know if you saw his message about monovision.
No. Monovision?
Yeah.
No idea.
Thank you, Edward. Tasha, I totally do remember that. Thank you, Misty. No, she's removing the tape. I did have a little issues. I'm gonna just adjust you guys back over here. On the edges, there's a little bit of like tape remaining that I just have to peel off. It didn't hold as well as I wanted it to, but I didn't press it down as hard as I probably should have. But it didn't take the side of the canvas off like I thought it would, so that's cool. Nope. Almost just did that.
I went around it so that I wouldn't do that.
I know, but I just...
You were going to go around me.
I didn't. I just went straight into it. Kelly Green says, can we just take a moment and appreciate that shirt? Girls, girls, girls. That's such a great song.
This wasn't girls. This is Shout the Devil.
Maybe it will be magic and change colors. I don't know. It's seafoam still at this point. This is going to be our first time trying Color Obsession, so we will see how that goes. Magic Sculpt. I think, all right, write it down. I'll look into that. Woot woot, 9,200 subscribers are in the money. Y'all were almost to 10,000. Next goal after that, 100,000. Just kidding. I'd be happy with 20. I definitely need to get some like artist paint pens. I have a few, I just need to get more. Yeah, Lori, if we work too long with certain resins, I'll get a headache from it too, but I haven't had that reaction to art resin, but everybody has different reactions to different resins. Hi, Tara. I know, Marcy, isn't it bananas? Clara wants to know how Austin was. It was good for them. They had to cut it. Well, I guess you didn't cut it short. You just had to cut it easy. Small hiccup, but they had a good time. PJ, I will try it and see how the epoxy sculpt works, so you don't have to like go crazy and not that you would waste resin, but if you don't want to test it yourself, I don't mind doing the test. Seafoam is the new ecru. That's funny. Hey, Keisha.
Did I not bring that gold out?
It was over here. You did bring it over here.
Oh.
Roxanne says, instead of socks, I use girl leggings from Walmart. Judy uses those as well. It's not a bad idea at all. Beyond, I did not post about it. It was spur of the moment, early live video because it was raining, so I got pushed back from my trip out to see Judy. So I decided to go ahead and post earlier in the day. Sorry about that, spur of the moment. Oh, thank you, Grace. I'm glad you're here.
All right. I don't know.
I'll have him look into it, John. I'm sorry, Marcy. Jerry wants to know what the best way to photograph resin pieces are to maximize the depth of colors.
Outside.
Outside, like indirect light, last half of the day, unless you have a light box. You can also get a, what kind of lens were you just macro lens.
It didn't even move. This was upside down for a while.
Paste.
Wow.
I'll have to look into that, Steve. What's up, Bree?
Hear it?
Yeah. Sherry, that's hilarious.
God, this is going to be insane.
Faye, you can watch the live videos later. After we're done recording, I post them like right after. I know, Shy, but I try to answer everybody that comes in as well. Laura, I've been using a few different kinds of markers. What's that
I think this is going to be transparent. Oh my God, that is beautiful.
B, what's that paint pen? Poxic Polka? I don't know. It starts with a P. It's got a C in it, and I'm pretty sure there's an S in there too. I also prefer Malto. Yep. And I also, this is what I sign all of our artwork in, is Pen Touch. These are good. And also Deco Color.
First time using this stuff.
Let's see. Oh, Tasha, you got those Torganol samples in? That's awesome. Gotcha.
I think you should probably keep that in there.
Possible.
This is going to be one of those amazing colors next to gold. I can feel it.
Oh, I know. You can get gallery wrapped canvases from Michaels. I think they're like level 2 and up. That's awesome, Tasha. Hi, Judy. Didn't miss too much. Guess what we're going to paint with? Dun, dun, dun. Color Obsession. Trace of color, if you don't, like, if you order from Torganol for their samples and don't, like, get what you need from them,
The same color,
then,
but it's not going to be.
I don't know, just use them both. Then shoot them an email and tell them that's a really smooth feeling epoxy paint. Judy, when you used that one for a face mask, how did it feel? Joke. Ideas, I need all the pointers. Thank you very much. Denise wants to know if you're related to John Thornton, the painter.
I don't know.
No clue. He lived in Philadelphia, so I'm going to say no.
Probably not. Oh, you.
Ruby says, I have visitors coming soon. Would it be rude to pretend I'm not home so I can still watch? I think that's hilarious, Ruby. No, Beyond, Insta is not being bitchy. I was, in fact, the bitchy one that just forgot to post. Angela said, welcome back, Jeff.
Thank you.
And that I held up the fort while you were away. Ta-da! Polarizer lens. That's what I was thinking, Clara. Thank you. Michelle, are they like form-fitting, like arm protectors? Thank you, Lori. I will look into a silicone mat as well. Add it to my list of stuff that's in my checkout.
This is a color that we've never used as well.
Corrine wants to know what your favorite brand of paint or ink you work with is.
Well, we're gonna find out. I love Resin and I love Artisu. Like I'm more leaning towards the paste. The thicker paints. Not. I guess it's just. I love how opaque they are and how vibrant. The Bombay inks, I love those. Those are really vibrant. They accent other colors really well. You can have a very opaque color, and if that color goes over it and under it, you can see the depth, and it brightens it, or it makes it a whole different color.
Yeah. We like to combine different types of paint because ultimately different types of paint will do different things, like epoxy paste. We have great colors and they're more likely to sell up. The powders are usually the most like brilliantly metallic, and acrylic paints are just solid, no bells and whistles type of paint. And I think that's important to still have when you pour, because you don't want it to look too busy. And it is a thing to have too many effects when you work with resin or doing a pour of any kind, actually. Are we almost out of gold?
No, I'm just scraping the sides to get it. If it needs to be mixed up, which I really don't think that it does, because it's so, I don't see why you would need to mix it that much.
Yeah. And the inks are great when you want transparency to create extra depth in your pieces. So ultimately, what kind of paint works best for you depends on what look you're going for. What's up, Jenny and Bitsy? Terry, Jan. Jan, did you get my email today? Jan's gonna be one of my distributors, right? I could be confused. Kelly said, when you drink that much Gatorade after the weekend, you know it was a good weekend.
I literally just got that out of the refrigerator. It's not. We had a very chill Sunday, and we drove home Sunday. Like, it wasn't.
The recovery day was Sunday. This piece is not for anybody yet. It will be available as of right now. This is where we're at. Ta-da. Lori, Shy, you are right. And Bree, yes. All of you guys are right. What color is the red that Jeff's playing with right now? Edward, I don't know. I'm behind on my messages. The brighter red that I got on my finger was ruby red.
I think I want to do this, the black, half black, half white.
Okay. And the deeper one is cherry.
Area is not picked up.
Now I have both colors on my hands. Sarah, oh, I got your message, by the way. I just couldn't obviously answer it since I'm on here. Thank you so much for shouting us out on Facebook Live. I know the struggle with marshmallow fluff resin. I hear that you could add just like a couple drops of alcohol, like a high proof, like 91 proof or better, and it will thin it out. Marcy, I will link the paint pens. Linda, you didn't miss anything. We are just about to, I think Jeff's about to spray paint this to make it a yin-yang type piece. Welcome back, Miss Happy Owl. John, pass on the mosquitoes, bro. I know, Shy, that color would be so good on a lipstick, but alas. Morning, Penny. It's morning in Australia. So while he's spray painting that, I'm just gonna add a couple of lines on my this. So I'm not gonna be able to really see anything that y'all are saying for a minute. So hold your questions, or Miss Judy or one of the other y'alls can answer it for me. This paint pen I'm using is really nice. It's not that expensive of a paint pen. It's just deco art. I also try to get them in multiple sizes because you never know when you need a thinner line, especially with geodes. I'm really digging silvers right now. I wish I had a better blue to match this color palette, but I don't think that's the case. I know the lines really do make a difference. It gives it kind of a new type of depth, I think. Miss Trace of Color, these are all like glass shards, but you can buy the like amethyst crystal shards and all of that sort of thing. You can buy it off Amazon. I haven't bought any off Amazon, but I know it's there. I think this color might be too bright of a blue. For sure. Let's put a black one in. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but it was... I'm gonna have to look at those other places to get stones. Definitely could use more of them.
I don't have any. I'm clean.
Isn't there one over there? I don't even know if you guys can really see that one. Oh yeah, I've seen people use aquarium rocks too. Yeah, I think they may have like caught on to all of us like coming at them for samples.
Well, that's the thing. If you're not doing it on the regular and selling it and promoting it and actually making a video, you know, actually promoting it yourself and putting it out there, you know, they're not gonna.
Well, I contacted them again too.
Random people stuff.
I contacted them to see if I could get another set of samples, and I haven't heard back from them. Pete, there's one over there.
This is clean, or is he shiny at the bottom? I feel it on the sides. It means it's gonna get in the resin.
You know it's not called clean it out?
I feel bad that it's not like. This is so off.
I feel like it needs more. Shy, I just saw your message, and right now Judy's doing artist sue, but I think she's about to put her last order in for that. Hi Dee. Yeah, it's been about 40 minutes. I was just working on this piece for just a little bit while Jeff was prepping this canvas. Nice to have Jeff back. I agree.
It's what?
Nice to have you back.
Oh, thanks.
Hi, Mother Nature. Please be sweet to us because it hasn't stormed in a little while, but the weather's looking like iffy. Hi, Kenneth. I don't know. I think the feed's just moving too fast.
Got to get a bigger table.
Dee, how did your pour turn out? Way to go, Judy. Hi, Jojo. I'm sorry you don't feel well. From what I hear, Torganol takes about 2 weeks turnaround. Geodes can be hung up. I have one hanging up back there. All that's holding that one up is a push pin, which probably is.
Where? Oh, no. Those push pins are really bad though. If you use them a lot, they get really weak and they'll break.
Fire Mountain gems for real crush rock too. I'll have to check that out. No worries, Dee. I don't mind the caps. What's up, Ticey?
You give me a bigger stir stick. What are you?
Just this part was getting on my nerves. I'm just shaping it up real quick. I feel better now. Melba Sanders, thank you so much. Ron, your package did ship out. It went out today. Everybody that I told the package went out today should get their package within the next 3 days. I'm sending more out tomorrow. I'll send everybody's tracking information mañana. Melba Sanders gave us $50.
Thank you, Melba Sanders.
Cheers to you, Tink. She said, just a little something to say thanks, y'all. Y'all. Okay, so let me show you all the glass that I have. So I'm just gonna steal them while you're mixing stuff. So this line, the big thicker glass, is by Fireglass. Well, it's called Fireglass. It's by Stan Broyle online. There's also this smaller, and that is just small glass shards you can get at, what's that place? Michael's. I'm so pumped to see how these colors work. Ms. Happy Owl, I don't know what the deal is, but I will pull up your tracking number and I'll resend if I have to. Miss Mary Jane, you would love working with resin and doing work with low res, and those pigments and everything are just great. Amy, I can't remember if your sticks went today or if they're just packaged for tomorrow. We have more sticks coming in and we're going out tomorrow. I will send you a tracking number in the afternoon. Misty, are you saying that Michael's is having a huge sale on bags of glass? Thank you so much, Dee. I'm here to help you learn a little bit about resin, Shelly. Don't let your resin go bad, Miss Mary Jane. Ron said, I sold myself on the corner, now I'm doing something else too. You retired? Oh, fireplaces. I'll have to get on there and check that out. My pleasure, Amy. Dee said, I used to be afraid about doing resin. I only did acrylics, but once I started watching you guys, I got brave. You're gonna do it one time and then you're gonna be like, sold. Not going back to acrylic, but you probably will go back. Acrylic pouring is the gateway drug of resin pouring. Pretty sure that's a thing. What stage do you use Doc Martin iridescent, remix? Doc Martens we mix directly into resin. I don't know if that would clog up his airbrush or not.
What?
Mother Nature asked, what stage do you use Doc Martens iridescent in, airbrush or directly in resin pours? And I don't know if that would work in an airbrush.
Doc Martens?
Yeah, the inks.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty thin. What do you mean, what stage? Like, you just, I'm pretty sure you can just paint with it, just add it right to your airbrush. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's thin enough. Mm-hmm. I've never tried it.
Keep us posted, Terry. Shelly, we were all complete novices at one point.
We still are. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like, everybody first started somewhere. Khaleesi, use your acrylic geode as the base layer for like a resin pour geode over it. Use inks. That way you can see through to your initial pour. That's true, Dee. I don't think our Doc Martens sold at all. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Shelly. Marcy's a super sweet girl. Super excited to get to work with her. She's so talented. Tiffany says the Color Obsession jars look like skincare jars. They do so much, in fact, that Judy accidentally used some as a skincare cream one night. The purple one. Kind of funny. But her face still looks flawless. Have you used Iron Lac spray paint for a base layer?
I haven't used Iron Lac yet. We don't get that here. We don't get Iron Lac and we don't get Molotov.
Judy wants to know what you think of the colors.
So far, I love them. Really easy to mix.
Super vibrant.
Very vibrant. No smell.
No, it smells good. Some epoxy pigments and like resin exclusive paints have that kind of like.
You can add something, like you can add paint to resin and it'll smell like.
Not gasoline, but
pneumonia? No, ammonia. Like it's a really weird smell.
very
That's what it does for me.
chemically sometimes. Penny, I would love to see your first resin pour. Hashtag us at hashtag ATDART or shoot us an email at hishead@artisttilldeath.com. 2 T's, 2 L's, Thornton, right there. Trace of Color, she's a super talented acrylic pour artist.
Right.
She actually does multimedia, which is.
This looks like it might be transparent. So we might go gold for a base.
You don't think that'd be too much gold?
Well, if we pour on top of it.
Okay.
No idea.
Idea says sucking at something is the first step towards being pretty damn good at something. Make that a bumper sticker. Jenny, I've gotten resin in my hair before. Nora, I'm pretty impressed by the packaging for Color Obsession, and so far Jeff looks like he's really enjoying them, so we will see how we like them, and if all goes well, we may start carrying them on our website. Fingers crossed. Maybe it's Maybelline. I'm obsessed with that red, no pun intended. I see you, Edward. I see you. Megan, I don't think AB is on yet. Judy, right? Like a gas station. I know, Miss Owens. Isn't it bananas, the number of people watching? Like, when we first started, like our very first video, I think we ended up with like 60 people tune in, and that blew my mind. I was like, basically, we're in the big leagues now. I'm not gonna be able to go outside without having like paparazzi. Just kidding, but it was crazy. Our pleasure, Penny. I like that piece next to your big geode. Kelly, that one we did like forever ago. Had to have been like, when did we do the eye? Like 6 months ago?
It's funny because my friend just said, hold that for me and I'll pay you for it Friday. He wanted the other one with the eye too, but it already sold.
Oh, Jan, you did get my email. Okay, good. Shot, I got my birth times, mine and Jeff's birth times, that I need to send to you. That's awesome, Kim. I'm glad people are finally getting them in. I was starting to think that that is not ecru. Judy, look at this not ecru. Seafoam all day. Kelly said, oh, how I missed Jeff's pores. I feel slightly less important. Sorry, Kim, I've adjusted how they're sent out now, and they only have paper on one side of them. So you only have to peel the one side. That seafoam is the real seafoam. I enjoyed Ladies' Night too. Oh, Kelly, I know. Janet, you made it. Thank you, Rick. Edward wants to know, Jeff, if you could do a small piece with just the red and gold after this big piece.
With just red and gold.
Yeah, these reds that you have, he's really interested in these other colors that you mixed up. Tiger Mouse, what's up, ma'am? That's definitely doing some interestingness. Sorry about that hefty zoom in, you guys. I just wanted to show you. Shai said, hey, Miss Mouse. And Shelly, I'm digging these colors too. Tink. Have you done a red, white, and blue painting? I accidentally did. It's right over yonder. Congrats, Shelly. Thank you, Miss Linda. People are really digging this one, B.
I'm not sure if I think I need to put just a little bit more like blue in it. The blue isn't very, I thought it'd be a little bit more brighter.
Mm-hmm. But I really like what these look like.
But I want to put these, but I think it's just too thin.
Shelly, selling a piece is selling a piece, no matter if it's a 4x6 inch or 4x6 foot. Thank you, Suzanne. It looks like an electrogram, Shai says. Yeah, Ecru doesn't look as seafoamy as I thought it would either. It milded out to like a seafoamy, like off-white, but it's definitely not what I would have considered an Ecru. I have no idea how long it takes for Lorez to restock sold out colors. I think it all depends on the particular colors. Angel Heart says it looks fantastic.
Thanks.
I know, Edward, the gold will absolutely take over super quick. I know, Lori, it does kind of look like the iCat patterns. Have a great dinner, Dee.
I think these are just.
Hi, Jackie. I said bye, Dee.
I'm not digging it. Like I don't like how thin everything is.
It doesn't really look thin on. Did you use a white?
No.
I don't know why that looks.
It's because of the spray paint. It goes over
Ah,
it.
I see.
It goes under it.
So many people are like, no.
Yeah, well, when you guys see it in person, it's way different.
Hey, Philly Phil. Jeff's golf swing. Thank you, Robin. Marcy said if I had money,
It's almost the same color.
It is super similar. People were like, walk away, walk away. And then you did this and they were like, okay, unwalk away. Laura asks, if you want to do layers of resin, do you have to let it dry before the second layer? And what I will tell you is it doesn't have to be dry or fully cured, but it does need to be tacky set. And what I mean by that is, look at these pits. What I mean by tacky set is that if like you could run your finger across it and it won't like move it, then it's good to go for a top layer. If you touch it and it kind of like gums out onto your fingers, then it needs to set a little longer. And if you touch it and it's completely set, then you're gonna need to you're gonna have to let it dry all the way and sand it and then do the top coat. Donnie, yes you can. Be careful, don't cut yourself. Mike, that is exactly the process you need to do. I would use a 220 or a 400 grit sandpaper, and you won't be able to see where you sanded it down at all. That's awesome, Miss Passion Lotus. There's that laugh. Janet said, I love it when Jeff air paints before he pours on a canvas. Welcome back, Jeff.
Thanks.
Austin's here.
Austina.
Welcome back, Beyond. People said they missed your laugh.
Thanks. Austin, when are we going to come over and see your new pad, bro?
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Karen. Yeah, that color is a little bit transparent.
A little bit?
Yeah, just a pinch. That is looking very interesting. Jeff is back in the house, it's true. Let me just show y'all a little up closeness.
It is a very, very hot mess right now. There's a shoot ton of cells.
I know.
There's about to be a lot more.
He said this weekend, question mark?
Okay, I have a concert to go to, but I would love to come and see it.
Thank you, Ideas.
See, I need to just do like big old...
Big super tilts?
No, like puddle pours on stuff like this.
That looks really interesting, though. Megan wants to know what your favorite opaque pigments are.
I mean, I don't really have a favorite just yet, but I do like Artisu and those jazzy colors.
Yeah. Artisu and Lorez have really good opaques. Thank you, Donnie. Says the piece looks rad. Ordered samples, whatever I'm not interested, I will send you ETH. Thank you, Clara. I accept. The canvas is 20 inch by 20 inch. Happy All said I held it down while you were gone, which is super true. I did. No, Shelly, I saw it too. PJ, it does sell like crazy. Hopefully, I will be carrying the entire line on my website before too long. Fingers crossed, y'all. Janet said, I wish I could hot mess like that in resin. Happy birthday, Ruby. Congrats on turning 8. Austin wants to know if you have a mini fridge yet.
I do not. I just got back from Austin yesterday.
PJ wants to know who you're going to go see in concert because he's going to see Seven Dust this Saturday.
That's what you mean, Perfect Circle? At are they going to be for BFD?
Seven Dust?
It's a band. I've seen them. I've actually been on stage with Seven Dust.
Oh, watch out. Robin, you can do a spiral pour with resin. Ooh. Candy, we're always a fan of reds, golds, and teals. In terms of colors. Hi, Keisha.
I'm getting resin on my cruise shirt.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you, Megan. Loves it. Yeah, Nora, doing it in the, I think having the Color Obsession available already in the States will help people if they want to explore these colors, these colors, so they don't have to wait 3 weeks to get them in. Judy, what colors did you get? That's awesome, Shelly. Ashley, to prep the canvas before a pour, it takes painting the canvas. We use just regular flat white house paint and with a roller, and then also we will then let it dry, sand it, and do that like once or twice. I have a video on it, I just don't, it's probably halfway back in our videos, but we do that process 2 times-ish, and it really tightens up the canvas. You can also do like a Cliff's Notes way by spritzing like with one of these guys, warm water on the back of a canvas, and then using a blow dryer or a torch, because it's cotton, so if you put warm stuff on it, it'll dry it out. I know I'm gonna get the that's what she says for that, but it's whatever. That's funny, Linda. Robin, ask all the questions you like. That's what I'm here for. Agree, Sherry.
God damn, that DJ made my day.
Philly Phil says, get dirty with a dirty pour. Hannah wants to know what your favorite artists who epoxy pigments are. Definitely the gold. The gold and the white are really good. And
that is weird. Look at these pits. Like, it's got to be from the spray paint. Like,
because it's only showing up on the white side, right?
Well, I didn't spray paint this. I spray painted the black, so it can't be that.
Erica, did you think about doing a slice of geode, like a full round or oval with crystals and glitter? I mean, I'm working on this geode right now, but I haven't thought about doing a round yet. However, that's not of the realm, it's not out of the realm of possibilities for sure. Like, that's what she says are bad or something. No.
Very happy with this.
Totally digging the depth and cells in this one.
It's just not, it's not what I thought would happen.
Hi, Chandra. Best resin to use depends on what you're using it for and your budget. We have a few different brands, and I like certain ones for inside, for outside, for countertops, for paintings, and for do you want one of these teeny tiny ones or a 12 by 12?
Colors are really vibrant and all, but unless you gotta put a lot, you know, product in there, I don't know if I'm down with how thin these are. Maybe I'm just not putting enough in the resin. I have no clue. So what's the deal?
Reds and golds. Do you have, you probably don't have enough for this one, so. Night, PJ. See you, Karen. Be safe in the storm. Philly Phil said, do a geode with the colors he just used. Fuego. Philly Phil, were you around when I said that I was going to start my own quinceañera shop with it's going to be called Fuego Quinceañera. I don't know if you were here for that, but every time you say Fuego, it's what it reminds me of. Can you use...
You have to explain to them why that is.
Why it's going to be in Fuego?
No, you sound like you're really going to start something like that, of how serious you are.
Oh.
And it can't be just in Fuego Quinceañera. Like,
I feel like it can be Quinceañera in Fuego or in Fuego Quinceañera. Y'all, every time we go through this certain part of town, it's basically the quinceañera strip, and it annoys Jeff to no end when I say quinceañera. So I try to say it as often as possible. How much resin do you guys go through in a week? What is the cheapest resin to use when starting out on a limited budget and starting with coasters and the canvas panels? When we first started, we used Envirotex Lite, and we got it from Michael's with the 40 or 50% off coupon. And so it was about $20 for 32 ounces. And if you're starting out with just coasters, 32 ounces should last you plenty of time. We, however, go through, close to a gallon a week. Rod, I agree, but that's kind of what like my channel's about, is our experiences with different kinds of pastes and paints and things.
I think you just, I don't know, maybe you just gotta put a little bit more than normal. If it's, because this is, all of it was transparent. I thought it would be a little bit more opaque.
But you put extra in that?
Yeah.
Does it look better?
Oh, this looks as pretty.
How do acrylic paints compare to others with resin?
I can't tell if that's what I just put in there.
That's what he said. Yes, because this still has this on it.
No, I'm saying the color.
Oh, okay, I see.
I don't know.
Acrylic paints are different than like these epoxy paints because acrylic paints will be just there pretty much. And if you're looking to get cells or certain effects, you're probably not going to find them with acrylic paints. Whereas with epoxy pigments and pigment pastes, those are the kind of paints that are kind of like special for resin, and they do all the kinds of effects and things like that. So if I knew what you were really going for in terms of your resin art, I could tell you more what kind of paints you would need to use. How many nights are you live? Robin, as many as I can be. I will definitely post every day because it's my goal for the year. But in terms of like if it's going to be in the evening or during the day, or if it's going to be live or like a time-lapse video, it all depends. I try to post on our Instagram and Facebook when we're going to go live every day, if it's something other than 8 p.m. Central, like today. So follow us on these so that you can know when we're going to be live. Oh, I have no idea, Passion Lotus. Thanks for stopping by, Greg. Hi, Pam. Sarah has a question. A friend of mine brought me an old tiled ashtray dish type thing. She wants me to do resin for her. I've only poured on flat surfaces and I'm terrified to ruin her piece. Advice. Sarah, can you send me a photo of it? Thornton@artisttilldeath.com, 2 T's, 2 L's. And let me see what exactly you're working with.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me what you're working with. Ron said 32 ounces, last him 5 pours. It all depends on how big the pours are. Roland, welcome, welcome. Our pleasure, Rod. What are y'all's feelings for Art and Glow? Pam, I gotta tell you, in terms of like glow pigments, those are the best that I've used. They like charge. Remind me closer to the end of this video, and I'll actually, let me go ahead and grab those while he's doing that. All right, so these are by Art and Glow, right? Art and Glow, Art and Glow, Art and Glow. They're all different colors. And not only do they glow, but they charge. So they stay the color that they're gonna glow for like a while after you like use them. Isn't that bananas? It's bananas! Also, I'm a fan of using the resin for my geos. That's what I was gonna say. The resin is great because it's thicker, and I like to use it on the geodes. Jeff also prefers to use them when he does his spillover pieces, the waterfall pours. It's good stuff. Claudia, I'm not sure. Ideas, I knew you were gonna hit me with that's what she said. Edward, The Resi Blast piece did stop oozing. Like, it doesn't like drip out into the ground anymore, but it's still like
all that gold
stuff.
just sank to the bottom. Like, these colors are so crazy vibrant. Like,
Pam, next time you
too
order
much
from them, use my
sharp
link.
blood color.
Shai said, wow, Jeff, pretty already. Do you want me to put some Mayron in the gold? Edward said that red is insane, and I would.
And these, look at that.
You
It
look
looks
like you just murdered somebody, Dexter.
I have this. I'm just gonna put this on the sides.
We know. Thank you, Pam. I know the red is kind of bananas.
I think you just have to put quite a bit in there to really make it opaque and the real color that it is.
But you know, I don't mind having that option because I like that it can be transparent, I think. Because there are times where we're like, I love this color, but I wish that I could see through it. Can you use the pigments in resin other than the Art and Glow resin? Melinda, you sure can. I have used it in art resin as well as, I think it was East Coast? I think it was East Coast resin. Judy, it is cherry. Judy, what are the prices on these colors? I can't remember. Shay wants to know, how do he do it? You've been ATD'd, sucker. Marcy, now I'm gonna have to put that on a shirt. I understand, Cherry. I mean, Sarah, I just need to see, like, how deep the sides are, I guess. You know, like how vertical.
It's just very thin, man. Like, you really...
Good to know, CJ. Thank you. Ah, Sarah, I understand. Where are my comments? I just saw that one, Rusty. Nurse calls, what's up? Did you get samples from Art and Glow? I had to contact Art and Glow and show them my page before they sent me samples. And then it was very limited samples, but they did send me some samples. They gave me like an allowance, I guess, to work with for my one round of free samples. And I ended up getting some resin and 3 paints. Art Glitter, I have not heard of them, but I will look them up. Edward says, I think gold spray paint would sit better in that red. Do you want me to spray some out to vein it?
No. This is like setting. Like, it's just acting really weird with these pits. It's like I want to try it just on a raw canvas, but I don't know if I want to do that because then it's just gonna sag.
Mm-hmm. Sarah said I told her I'd do her ashtray after consulting the resin masters at ATD. Try said it's perfect. Sue says, I love these color obsession colors. I have a few. What are your favorites? Bree, I would be so mad if I drove all the way out there and it was closed. A little black would add contrast. True, but all the resin is used. Hi, Mona. So tender and delicate. What's up, Echo? Goldie says, resin for beginners question. Can you please link me that shows how to pour resin on a blank canvas and which resin to use with acrylics? Thanks. You can use most acrylics with most resins. And also all of our pours, like you can go through all of our videos and it will show you how to pour on a blank canvas with resin. All of our pours start out on blank canvas. Shai said, why? I think I like it with that teal, but then again, y'all know that I like teal and red together.
It looks so much better, like, I love that.
I know we do have so many videos, but I mean, we review a lot of new products in each video, and if you hit that corner with heat, it would sell out. I like the contrast. That looks really nice. I'm sorry, Shy. Artglitter.com, check them out for samples. You know I'm gonna hit them up. Brandon Swan, I totally will. As soon as I get off of here, I'll check on the messages. I see Iron Man. Goldie, I guess I just need to know what exactly you want to know from the video. Like, if you want to know what acrylic paints to use with what resin, it's completely up to you. Most acrylic paints work with most resin. I wouldn't use a craft paint for sure. And the type of resin you use depends on your budget and what you're using it for.
Pay more than $2 for a color for acrylic paint.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
And to pour on a blank canvas, we always start on a blank canvas, but we definitely do prep our canvases so that they don't dip in the middle. Thank you, Sue. I'm sorry, Shy. No worries, Edward.
Over it.
Ron, which resin company? B. Allie wants to know if you think art resin is easier or better to work with. If so, what are the biggest differences from other brands? Also, you guys are so informative and so much fun to watch.
Art resin, last so long. Like the
working time.
The working time is, you can tell them too. It's easier for you to tell them.
They were asking you though.
But you know the answer too, babe. So
he prefers art resin because it has an extra long working time. It doesn't have that bad of a smell. I don't really notice one, but Jeff does. The cons to art resin are that he has bad reaction to art resin, whereas he doesn't with other resins. He gets resin rash. And the price is not the funnest price tag. Oh, Barb, I didn't see that question. I'm sorry. Those were courtesy of Judy, and I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but I will find out from her. What is that white bottle he's using? That is 91% alcohol. That's what we use to wipe off our Stir Stix and all of our equipment when we're done using them, because resin's sticky. And even if you can just peel it off later, it's just easier to just wipe it off now. I've also heard that you can use white vinegar. What about airbrush paint? You can use airbrush paint in resin. Are those shapeable silicone things? I don't want to pick it up because it's sticky, but they come apart some type of way, and you can connect them all together.
Just make a bigger one.
Yeah. Maybe that is for cake baking. I wonder if I could geode with those. Everything in my life now is, I wonder if I could geode with those. Oh, that's awesome, Ron. Thank you. Hi, Reese Cup. Hug Pam for me. Marcy wants to know if any other Texans are getting attacked by radioactive huge flies. We had a fly in here the other day, but it wasn't like massive. I don't know why I thought you guys mixed two different resins to pour. I used two different resins to do this piece. Actually, I think 3 in total by the end of it. Tracy said she did a resin fail the other night. Shocking, but I'm still learning from you guys. Girl, we do resin fails a few times a week.
Resin fail. Like a whole 20 by 20 resin fail.
Penny, I have not used Just Resin, but I hear they're about to start selling in the States, and I am excited to get my hands on some of that one day. Best low-cost resin. We started with Envirotex Lite from that place, Michael's, because they have that 40, 50, or 60% off coupon. I know art resin I can get 45 to an hour out of. So Judy says that the pastes come in 2 sizes. 10 grams is 45 and 50 grams is 13. The glitter for our lip pieces is this size. Let me get a different one. I don't know what size it is. You would think it would say. It just says glitter. But it's, I think, one of the more common sizes glitter. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Diana. Thanks, Chandra. Yes. here's my geode. Okay, hold on. Let me get some light on it. I think it needs a couple more lines. I think. Thanks, y'all. It's gonna definitely be super heavy. Thanks for all the compliments, y'all. Definitely one of my bigger geodes. The paint markers that I used for this one were Deco Art Pen Touch. And I think those were the only two. Yeah, Deco Art and Pen Touch. All right, what questions did I miss? Night Tiger Mouse. I wish you guys could see this in person. The resin that I used, Joe, I used 2 different kinds of resin. Nope, 3 kinds. I used Counterculture, Art Resin, and Art and Glow. Lorez and Artisu are fairly similar. It depends on what color I'm working with, what palette I'm working with, which colors I use, and they sell fairly similarly. That's awesome, Amy. I totally think you should post every day for a year. I think I want to add a few more lines to it, but I haven't figured out where and what color yet. I want to do something in this area. It's on canvas. Thank you, Natalie. I will show it to you outside for sure. It's dark right now. Jackie, I'll definitely look into that. Beyond Laura Usher is for Lorez, and Judy used to be for Artisu. She's got one more order for Artisu, I think. Angela, I would do the artwork part with Envirotex, but I would definitely top coat any countertops you use with some kind of countertop resin, because it's the countertop resin is stronger and it's more heat resistant. All right, you guys, I think that is a wrap for the day. We've got some cleaning up to do and a long day mañana. So I will show you guys what these pieces looked like tomorrow. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, shoot us an email at thornton@artisttilldeath.com, 2 T's, 2 L's. I hope you enjoyed our first review of this color obsession stuff. I really like the colors. We're just gonna have to learn to use them best. And I will share everything I learned with you guys along the way as usual. If you wanna show us your artwork, please hashtag us at #ATDART. If you would like to follow us on Instagram or Facebook or message us there, you can check us out at artisttilldeathstudios.com for our Instagram and Thornton Artist Till Death at Facebook. If you're interested in any of this artwork, it is for sale unless it has a sticker on it. That means it is sold. I think that's it, y'all. I'll show you everything mañana. Let's say goodnight to Moo. Hi, Moo. Such a good boy. All right, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I said bye.